All right, so here's the project where we left off. We already have it set up here so that we have a authorization server. We also have a resource server set up. Those two look fine. My MVC was working fine as well. So I was registering accounts. Here's a image of Smart Admin, which we have also implemented here for the front end. And I think I was just getting my web API set up. Let's find out. So if I look back over here inside of my accounts controller, oops, that's my auth server, not that one. What I want to do is look inside of my accounts controller. I should see here that when I'm logging in here with the postback, that I'm actually retrieving the token, okay, from my auth server. And then additionally, when I'm registering, right here. So you're going to get this user right here if you're registering. And so now what you're going to say is you're going to say if my token does not dot access token, this one, string dot is empty or null. So if in fact the user is registered, not registered onto the authorization system, we'll deal with this actually in a few minutes. Let's go back to the web API now. So I want to run it. If I look back here at my web API, under my controller, I was making one for this one, AliChat Twitch controller. And so you had created this create Twitch account. That was the only one that you currently had done, and also I think you have a get. So let's find out. If I look here, okay, cool. So what I've made is over in my MVC for my area under my AliChat, under my controller of Twitch controller, I have this details, which is returning here. It's returning a list of these view models. So these view models need to actually come from the web API. So right here, we can look at the controller. And what we want to do is check to see, that's just to create an account. So what we want to do, yeah, because that's the first thing we need to do. So we get the time, we check the response, we create it. If it is not valid, otherwise we're going to create this user model. We need to check to see if this already exists. If my await data access layer AliChat dot. So let's go back over here to my data access layer, and we want to have a HTTP, oops, public async task of my user Twitch model, view model, called my get user Twitch, string username. So now here what you're going to do is it's going to be awaiting the unit of work dot users Twitch dot get async s, where my s dot Twitch username dot trim dot to upper is equal to my username. singular default. If my user is not equal to null, return my mapper.map user Twitch view model user. And this needs to return null here. Then we need to do the same thing again, except for the user ID, right? Hey there, Krill Stance over there at YouTube. How's it going today? Welcome to the channel. If you have any questions, please put them into the channel. We have a really active and supportive community here. Also, make sure you join us at discord.pixelhorrorstudios.com. What we're working on today is a application called, well, this is my Pixel Horror Studios infrastructure for my own company. So what that consists of is both the website, which is a web app that you're able to log into, and with that you'll be interacting with a web API on behalf of that. So I have a resource server that I've also set up. Then I have a Windows service, which is running in the background it's a separate, because I'm an N-tier developer, so it's a separate application. And it's going to be parsing multiple API as well as RSS sources and then routing messages, probably using SignalR to go out to the web API, and then WebSocket Sharp to go out to a WebSocket client, and then my own TCP server. So it's pretty exciting. If you haven't, click the follow. And yeah, thanks for checking us out. This one here is a Twitch user ID here, and this actually goes to my Twitch ID is equal to this Twitch ID. And then this over here, though, this also needs to be .trim.toUpper. Okay. Okay, these are fine for now. So we need to add these over to my interface. Okay. And so then back over here in the controller, I should be able to check now to see get user by username, and that's going to be a request.username. So if the username already exists, then what you want to do is return, it's going to be a create response empty, and this is going to be a conflict. Okay. Then you're going to create this new user model. You're going to create the new user. If it works, then you're going to get OK. That looks fine. Okay, so let's give this a try. Let's go back over to the Web API resource. Let me debug it and start a new instance. Sorry that no one looks. I have no idea what that means. Hey there, Merlin. Hi, I'm Newbie. Keep going. You're the best. Thanks, man. Yeah, I'll be doing this for a while. How are you doing, man? Welcome to the channel. If you have any questions, man, I'm right here. Also, the Discord is a great place. We've got a pretty good community there, about 200 people. A little shy of it because I took a couple months off there and I got married. All right, so we're running Swagger on this API. So we can check this, and we have to look at our get. If I look at the get, okay, get's just a BS controller at the moment. So let's take a look at our post. I should be able to create this with like a test ID, 123, and my username will be live or dev train. And we'll run it. So it did create everything, and it populated my ID. It gave me my own PHS user ID and also a user Twitch. So that's fine. We need to be able to read all of these though, right? So let's come back to the Web API. and go to my controller for this one. We have all of this. Now we need to do a HTTP GET. And this one's going to be a public async task get Twitch account. And this is just going to be passing in a string user ID, right? Hold on one second. What do you want to pass in to get this Twitch account? You want to do a user ID because you want it to be an actual GUID. So we'll do that. And then we're going to do, let me see, I can just open this up so I don't have to reinvent the wheel. Var current time equals. Let's make it so you can actually read this. Hey there, Patrick. How's it going, man? Good morning. It's good to see you. Current time here is going to be my like that. This is going to be a user Twitch response, which is fine. Like this. And we're returning this type. And then we need to check the state if my model state.is valid. If that's not in fact the case, then what we want to do is we want to create that response with my response, a string.empty, the status code of a bad request. No, this is wrong. So for get Twitch account, you want to be able to do this two ways, right? So we're going to say if my string is null or empty ID, else. So this is going to say no ID specified, get all accounts. ID specified, get one account. Do we want to do it like that? Just a second. No. Then we're going to have to get a GUID. If my GUID.tryParse of my ID out GUID. So if it is in fact a GUID, now what we're going to do is a response.user equals, and then it's going to be await data access layer alley chat get user Twitch by user ID. Wait. Get user Twitch by, we'll just do this. Okay, so I gotta go take one more look at my data access layer. Because these are fine. But you also need to get in here a get Twitch like this. Dot get by ID async is going to be my ID. Dot single, just like that. And so now you have to do a if my it is not my, oh, that's fine because we know that this is already going to pass that check. So it's going to be a GUID, which is coming in here. Perfect. Let's add that to the interface. You missed Ghost Rob earlier. Yeah, I was checking the YouTube and the sound started. Okay. Get rid of this. Add that. Get rid of that. Add this one. We have to add system. Okay. So now back down here, we can get this account, and it's going to be my GUID that we're passing. If my response.userTwitch does not equal to null, then we're going to do a response. and it's going to be a response, and there's nothing here, and then it's going to be a okay, and then it's going to be current time. Otherwise, response. Hey, nah, man, thank you for that follow. Appreciate that. If you have any questions, again, please put them into the channel, and join us at discord.pixelhorrorstudios.com. Appreciate all the support. So this one's going to be string.empty. This one's going to be a status code dot. Yeah, because it'll be just a bad request. In fact, we don't pass something that we want. And then we're going to return the response here. And then additionally, you need to do something here called try. So that we get a little error loop in here just in case. Catch. Create response. Response string.empty. Internal server error. Current time. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and run it. Oh, we want to do one more here. Let me just grab this. Get Twitch accounts. Okay, back over here in my lib for this. We need to create a new view model called a response. Called my users Twitch response. Patrick has your back. And all this is going to be is a I collection of these things. And then we need to add in the reference here. Then here, we don't have any of this crap. I have to find where it is. Didn't I get a get users? I did not. So we want to have a public async task here called my user. It's an I collection of my user Twitch view model. Get users Twitch. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do var users equals my await unit of work dot users dot get async var view models equals a new list of my user Twitch view model, and then you need to map it. So it's going to be my users dot for each. And then what we want to do is we want to do this viewModels.add, and we're going to do a mapper.map of my user Twitch view model over from my S. And then we're going to return my view models here. Okay, let's go ahead and add this up here. Okay, that's looking pretty great. Get Twitch users. We're probably gonna have to change the name of these at some point here soon because it seems a little off, but that's okay. If this is my get users Twitch. Let me look at this response. Does this ever potentially respond null? That's fine. Okay, let's see if how this works now. Because it's not a user. We've used the term user already. It might be account. Hold on. And remember, we've already got our token set up so that we're able to do everything through the web API already. Did I not change the endpoints on this? I did not. I'm amazed it even fired. Base controller, that's fine. Oh, you're opening the wrong project. But see, this is probably going to give me two problems here. With Swagger, it's going to tell me, oh, you have two gets in the same controller. Well, it just hit them. See, it hit the two gets here. So to correct that, we can do something like this. Prefix alley chat. And this one will be a Twitch. And then this will be what? Account. So we're going to say that this is accounts Twitch. Twitch accounts response. Just a few more here. This is the plural, right? It's another. And this one will be Twitch create view model, account Twitch create view model. That makes a lot more sense. And then this one here is a account Twitch create request. Okay. So now back over here in the correct class. This looks fine. This is a route here. This one goes here, and this one's going to be accounts, account, and this one will be a post. Account. See if this works. We can get rid of this crap. Hey there, Merlin. Hey, Jenny. Hello, Martin. Welcome to the community. Haha, welcome. Okay, we got a little bit of a thing here. Account, Twitch, view model. Just let it crank for a second. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, and now we'll come back and look here at my Swagger. And you can see I got my 2 gets. So if I do a get accounts, I can get all of the different accounts that I've created. And if I did a get account, that looks pretty great. Okay, so one of the things that I'm unhappy with at the moment is that I don't have a bearer token being able to get passed in, and also, yeah. So let's do that. So I want to make a custom. I want to make a custom piece for this. So this is called an authorization header that we're going to add, because I want to be able to place a bearer token just right into my Swagger. So to do this, over in my resource server, I can come to my app start and I can add a new class in here. We're going to call this one a folder, and we're going to call this a Swagger. And now we need to add a, that must mean John's here somewhere. John. Add authorization header parameter operation filter. This thing comes from what's called an operation filter, right? And this is code that I found online that I highly recommend that you find. And I can put it up here if you guys want. Just a moment. Just adding the references. That should work. Okay, so what this is doing is adding a filter onto my Swagger for my bearer token. So to implement that now, I can just come to my startup and right here, operation filter. And we want to include the add authorization header parameter operation filter. And that's it. Now when we run this, I wonder if we can find a quick Swagger style sheet. We'll find one that we want. They all look like crap. Maybe I just have to write one. Okay, so let's look at the... Now we get a... Oh, where did it go? Oh, because I don't have an authorized tag on it. So now if I come back into the controller here, and I have to say, let's have some kind of an authorization system on this thing. Now I need to come to my postman. We need to get a token here. So it's called a post, and I think I'm at localhost 8081, and my body here is this, and we have something called username, and it's going to be called admin, and then we have a password, and then we have a grant type, password, and then we have a client ID, which is 3001, and then we have a client secret, which is something. So I want to come back to the the domain, so that we can grab our passwords here. This is the admin one, which is temporarily assigned. And then we also need to get the client, MVC client. For the client ID. Then we'll post. Here's our token. Now we can grab our access token. And now you can see I can pass in the access token here. So now if I want to look at accounts, it'll tell me that this is not authorized, but I can pass in the token. Am I still not authorized? Interesting. Moment. Because this one has its own authorization system, so you're not currently being logged in. Just another second. I thought we made sure that we were getting this thing to work across. Damn. Let's check something in the MVC now. So I want to come over here to MVC, and we're going to run it. I want to see when this thing is logging me on. We see a little bit of a challenge here. And I mean, we can deal with authorization at another time. I'm just trying this real quick. Come on, kick through. Okay, we want to log out. And then we want to grab this password again. And now, when we get this token here, we can see that we are in fact registered. And then you're going to register it here on our own account system. So that's what it is that you're just going to sign them in right here. But now I should get a token specific for this, which is a different... I wonder. Let's go back over here to the Swagger. We're going to try something. I want to look at the Web API resource. We're going to set this as my startup project. I want to come back here to my Alley Chat controller. Let's get rid of the authorized tag at the top. Just want to make sure these are working. So now if I came in here and I wanted to post one of these things, that looks great. Okay. So now we need to make a client services layer for this. So in my module, we have something here called client services. Let's add a new project. going to call this my PHS dot alley chat dot client services. Yeah. And this one's going to be called a client services alley chat. So now if I remember back down here under my service, which are calling client services, base client services, and then this create account. See, you are using your token here successfully. Whatever. Just stick to what we've already written. So that looks fine. This is going to be a base service, client services. Hey there, thank you for that follow. Appreciate that. If you have any questions, please pop them into the channel. We've got a really active and supportive community. Thanks for coming and checking us out. Join us at discord.pixelhorrorstudios.com. All right, so here, this one's going to be my create Twitch account Twitch. Account Twitch create request, if I recall. And then this was called my resource server URL, and we're passing an access token. We're getting back an account Twitch response. This is the response we're getting. We're passing in this JSON convert, so I need to add in here PHS client services. I don't see it. There. We need to install package newtonsoft.json. Okay. Let's go ahead and add it. We have to add the reference here. And that looks pretty all right. So now when I come into the MVC, oops. Excuse me. So now if I'm in the MVC up here, first thing I need to do is in my container, I need to make sure that I'm resolving this one. Right here. client services alley chat. And now we should be able to use that. So over here in my account controller, when we are, let's not even do it on that one. Let's go to my areas and my Twitch controller. Where did I put that? So right here. When we go to this, we're going to do we have to inject it, right? And it's going to be a client services alley chat. Okay. So now when you're doing a get here, we're actually going to await client. We need to turn my index into a async function. Wrong click. And then I want to await on my services, and we want to create account, and it's going to be a new one of these. And then my resource user URL is going to be my configuration manager dot app setting resource server URL. Let me look at my web config here. Okay. Add that in. The next one here was my access token, which is my BLL auth. So we need to inject here my token. Like that. This is a new ID. For the next test. Where is this the problem here? Okay, let's give this a run. So we do need to publish out the resource server now, right? So let me go check my IIS. We already have it published, so I should be able just to publish. Right there. Come on, come on, come on. Then we can see if this is going to work. Because I think what's happening is that I'm exchanging the token, because when it's using those same credentials, right, for that user. So it's actually getting another token, and then the token is not working any longer. So we're going to make a new user, I think is what we'll do. As soon as this finishes. All right, here we go. Oops. Just got ahead of myself there. We want to change this over to the MVC and run it again. Give it just a second to load. And in the meantime, we can actually check this. It's at 80, 82. And there it is. You can see the swagger. You can see we have everything. You can see that we can, in fact, get stuff. What? We're going to grab this and put this into Postman where I actually get a little bit more information about what's happening. And now I'm going to come back to my application. I want to look at this as my startup. Let's try it again. Three eight 385. So let's come back here. Okay, so why wouldn't this be working once it goes live? Let me look at my IIS again. If I look here at this one and I look at my advanced settings, no, my basic settings, nope, it's my application pool for it. This one. Nope, the advanced settings. And then I come look at my identity. Let's do my custom account here. Okay. We want to do the same thing here for the auth. Yeah, that'll actually probably fix it for what's wrong. $80.82, my bad. And there it is. So now it's fixed. So let's run the MVC. Oh, you're not running that. You're running the web resource at the moment. Set it as the startup. Here we go. So now when we load that page, we're going to see if it is in fact going to let me create that record. Come on, come on. Kick. All right. Here it is. No. So it did not work. Let's see why. My bearer token is for sure there. My resource used URL, localhost 8082. The result says not found. Account create, it says, is not a thing. So back over here at the Swagger. Account. I don't see it. I see post. Okay, let me come back and look at which one I actually ran. Account. This is a create account Twitch. Oh, I just wrote this, didn't I? This is totally wrong. This is going to be AliChat Twitch. Account. Let's try it again. I think we're awaiting it at the moment. No, we're not. My request is fine. My URL is fine. My access token is fine. Okay, we got a result here which says okay. We've got a response here which deserialized well. It did not create a username or a password though. But it's returning a 200. So let's see if that created. If I look here at the database. Come on. That's apparently too challenging for it to just, you know, look at the database here. A piece of crap. So, I mean, it's working now, which is nice, but it's sure talking to that server all right. But we got an issue with the, let's see, okay. Is there something wrong with my SQL server right now? Because this sure seems like it. I'm going to restart SQL. This is bad. Try it again. Just a second while I'm trying to get this thing corrected here. Here we go. I'm going to stop it. Just a second. I'm restarting it. Never had this happen on this computer yet. This is insane. Okay, guys, unfortunately, I think that due to technical difficulties, that's going to wrap us up a little bit earlier today. I have no idea what the hell happened with my SQL, but I'm going to have to do a reset. So thanks for staying with me. We'll be back again on Monday at 5. This weekend, sorry, I'm spending this weekend with my wife. So won't be streaming, but we'll be back on Monday. So until then, guys, Let me go ahead and modify this for you. Thank you very much. Make sure that you check us out on the Discord, all the discord.pixelhorsestudios.com. Also, all of the old videos are up on the YouTube, so make sure that you check those out. I can paste a link in here, actually. Why don't I do that? And I'll put that up right now. And until next time, guys, thank you very much.